You know, this is a bigger and stronger army than we had to deal with before. I really hope my Otto friend is going to be okay here. Especially since he's tied up with this. What if we lose and then the Ottoman lands just disintegrate? But it's worth knowing that the Ethiopians are at war with Great Britain, and wow, they're actually purging Great Britain down there. That's kind of handy for me. The only really handy thing is if the Omani stop destroying us. Ah, here we go. My good friend, the Ottoman. In he comes. So there we go. The Omani's tech is a bit garbage. Mine is better. Mine could be even better. The swivel cannon and the infantry fire look pretty good to me, but I don't want to have that extra cost right there. I would also love to have even better dip tech. Look at those costs. Hot damn. That's nice, and that's going to save me money in the long run. Because the unbalanced tech was kind of hurting. Alright, I should probably get to work here. I have plenty of cannons, and what I want is a man down and out. So I should probably get to work around here. Occupy this, since it is, spoiler alert, what I want. So, my good friend Timmy softens them up, and then splat. There goes the Omani so-called army. Bain Williams has been waiting for this moment. You get Egypt by attacking the Ottomans, Jake. We're working on it. Hold your horses. We'll be there in due time. So I really like that the Ottomans are focusing on Amman, because that's where we need to go. I also like getting legitimacy, but we're going to lose it anyway. So maybe we should just keep going all legal. Yeah, that would take us to full legalism, which is pretty damn nice. And there are the Ethiopians. Their tech is good. Their numbers are impressive. Sweet jeez. I don't think the Ottomans were prepared for that. And so help me God, neither was I. Oh well, we're around anyway. They ran. They ran like cowards. I'll tell you who else is a coward though. That would be me. Wonder if I can catch you there. 13th, 9th. Yeah, I mean, we gotta do a bit of heavy lifting here as well. Although that 4-4 general does leave me just a little bit jealous. I'd like to roll myself an even better one, but we get between 5 and 12 pips. I like the sound of that. Who are we going to have you as? Grand Jester. There we go. I do have a list of names that I'm going to be using for generals here. He's a fast guy, but otherwise he's a bit useless. Alright, Bane. Make us proud. Alright, I flank him. I cannon him. That's a pretty good situation to be in. I mean, when you're this good, your enemies just melt. I am deeply concerned about the number of Ethiopians, though. In general, I mean, not just in the game. I have people attaching to me. I actually don't want that responsibility, so off you go, lads. I'm just here to keep these guys in check. And hopefully Blobhemia is taking care of the stuff over there, because I don't want to have to dither with all that. Can I make any headway on Bam? What disgusts me about Bane is that he doesn't have any siege. I'm actually going to roll again because I really want some good generals here. Who wouldn't be awful? You know, Shadowbroth is a great game. I wonder if he'd make a good general. I mean, Fire Phase is becoming important, so on you go, lad. At least we get wonderful half-price generals now. Uh-oh. These are mountains. Uh-oh, again. There's a lot of them, sire. And I'm gonna lose my army here. But my good friend the Ottomans is on his way. He'll... Oh, that's a shocking result. I'm not sure I want to stand around here and just get flattened. I may have decent manpower for a change, but let's not waste it here. After all, if I show myself as pretty weak, that's when a coalition is going to form and strike. I don't have that many truces anymore, and I certainly have some enemies. I have a lot of enemies. Gutted. I got caught. You let it catch you. And I don't think a jam is going to magically give me a lot better of this, but I'll take it anyway. Looks good to me. Probably should have taken the idea first, would have made it a bit cheaper. That fort defense might be useful for this war, so ka-ching. What do we have here? Swivel cannon? Yes, we do. So yes, lots of Ethiopians. Troubling number of them, really. Fortunately, the Ottomans are doing a good job heading south there, but this is a land that I really want taken. I want a man beaten up, black and blue here. Malacca are involved, and a nice thing is that Malaccan army probably doesn't count much towards these numbers, since, well, Malacca, need I say more. How's the steamroll in Europe going? Slowly. Look at these guys, the Bosnians have some bright ideas. Oh, Ming's losing it to Russia. That's cute. Very cute. Just wish my army wasn't such a joke here. Oh well, let's try and siege up some more land and just pray that the Ethiopians don't come and tear us a new one. At least courtesy of our army professionalism, our army should be able to hold somewhat. Hold the line, friends. And I managed to get this occupied, which is good, because it's what I want. What I really want out of you is this. And, you know, more is more. Like, if I get a border with Gujarat, they're probably going to love me quite a bit. And I do need to expand real hard. It's ludicrously expensive on the dip, but there's little I can do in regards to that. I have only the worst CBs until I finally get some tech, but we're working on it. We're not working very well on it, but we are working on it. Take that province, keep it moving. They love me, everybody loves me. I mean, who wouldn't? What even are dip points, Jake? Precisely. So the truce of that Kiyunlu is up. Just in time for us to have some revolts as well. Okay, this is troublesome. So now I know that the people who hate me are willing to enter coalition against me. I may just have to power through that coalition. Because yeah, these truces are almost up, and that's going to include Shirvan. Mazandaran as well, as if they think they'd be safe. But yes, I will be eating coalition sandwich, probably pretty soon. On the plus side, all those heretics are getting out of my country. How cute, Iraq is trying to take his country back. And what is France doing over here, I wonder? He's an odd fellow. So yeah, as expected, the Akiyunlus are part of this coalition nonsense. Oh dear, that's a lot of Ethiopians that I want to not deal with. There's a big part as well why I want that alliance with Gujarat. It's close, but I'd need a border with them for them to take me seriously in that regard. Uh-oh. Well, at the very least, we're distracting a lot of enemies here. On the other hand, we're also getting brutalized. There's no point standing around here just to die. So back we go. I mean, Ethiopia is heavily under attack here, but they are mobilizing pretty heavily against us and our friends. And, alright, the guy's joining that as well. Nothing quite like lots of coalition. The others are likely to join in as well. Oh well, it's what we've come to expect. Now the real regret would be, well, I would not be gaining all that. Locals very rich, merchant, estates, money, a jam. Yeah, of course. Of course. So yeah, there's the coalition. I'd hoped to attack people before they do this, but I decided to go for this war instead. Probably not the best move, but we did it anyway, because I really wanted to open up some possibilities over here. And I should probably make my way into mountains, because otherwise these Ethiopians are coming along to make my life a bit more unpleasant than normal. There we go. Get to work, my slaves. So now we have a reasonable coalition that's looking at us. Thankfully it doesn't include Transoceania. That's probably because I might be able to get them out of that with some improved relations. It's unlikely, but I can try. Okay, at least I kept Oman out simply by fighting them. Silver threads and all that. This is diverting precious resources, unfortunately. I would like them to wrap up this war so they can be done. I did not expect... Well, I did expect this many troops, I just didn't expect it to be so much of a problem. Which is... not very clever of me. But that's okay. This is kind of cute, though. Timurids thinking they can take on my rebels for me is very nice. But the real nice part is the Ottomans coming in to help out as well. See, everybody wants to help out poor Hisin Kaifa. We've been through a lot, we deserve some help. That's how I see it. And I'm absolutely not aggressive expansion impact for 10 years. That's not very nice. 50 Diplo is also very not nice. Well, what the hell, I'm going to be drinking aggressive expansion however you cut it. And this is good, because that is a defensive capital in the mountains. Crunch. Oh, very much crunch. Now the Ulema are going to be back on their high horse, unfortunately. This is also unfortunate. I should have paid attention to dismissing one of you, since you're costing me mill points. Maybe I'm good to go on the offense again. I need to start capping some Omani forts so I can make peace with them. I mean, let's be honest, I'm never going to get this much out of them, so a lot of this is a bit excessive. But I would love that alliance with Gujarat, and I could get it if I bordered them. But this is the most important stuff to get out of them. Jake, I want to become Coptic Ottomans, but I have some problem getting my zealots. Do you have any tips? As soon as you conquer a Coptic province, slam a missionary on it, and it'll start giving you Coptic zealots. And then just let them rock and roll. If you want to be even more nasty, thump down your Ulema there and then revoke them. Alright, go for it, friendo. I'm sure you can take Qatif this time. It's only a level 2 fort, you have 10 cannons. Oh, hello Ethiopia. Fancy meeting you here with your 5 shock. He's going to be there next day. So, manufactories time. Also get my ass kicked by Ethiopia time. This is becoming a bit routine. And sure enough, he's the one destroying me, so away we go. Yikes. So Bosnia pieced out with Bohemia, which is troublesome. At least the Ottomans are still high on this whole war thing, but not forever. This might be a waste of resources if we don't clock some heads here. The trouble is, a man is the target here, and they keep getting backed up by legions upon legions of Ethiopians. Legions upon legions. This is another part of the problem. He's still got his armies tied up there. There we go. Get out of there. Let my good friend Ottomans clear the rest up. I've been losing too many of my own troops here anyway. But this war is going less than ideal. They've really pulled their finger out, I gotta hand it to them. How many gold mines does Ethiopia have right now? Jeez, probably a ton of them. Probably a ton of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They find themselves some gem. Oh wait, no, this is not Ethiopian. Okay. They didn't win that hard against the British. Alright, Bosnia's capital is gone, but I doubt the Ottomans are going to piece out that readily. We got some good relations with Transoceania. They shouldn't coalition us just yet. Also, if I marry them, which I'm going to, that should keep them off my back a bit more. Excellent. God is pretty good. Iraqi Ajam gets unrest, but that shouldn't matter, it just revolted on me. How about we enjoy a bit more blood money? Anything worth tacking beforehand? There's always something worth tacking beforehand. That's very nice. Administrative efficiency especially. And then we take the blood money, get rid of the blood money, and cannot accept this support. The disaster currently brewing is our good old dominance of the clergy. That's probably okay though. Ooh. Iraq is about to supply me with a whole load of men. Thanks a bunch, buddy. And he doesn't mind too much. We do need the cannon fodder though, so I'm glad he's provided me that. At the very least, I'll be able to get a good number of favors with the Ottomans for this war, if we win. But I really want this land here, which means I need to crush Oman. And to do so, I'd love to get to his fort. But I need to get there without our good friend Ethiopia constantly slamming me. What if I told the Ottomans that this is a very high priority target? Same here. Those crooked charlatans in a jam have sown discontent. Well, I mean, what is content in my country? Alright, well, at least we're at the point of chasing them away. We have the conversions done, which means I can stop spending so much money on edict around here. But there is still somewhere to do. Kashan. Kashan was here, right? Do I care about Kashan? Not nearly as much as I care about Yerevan. But Yerevan is difficult. Yerevan is considerably difficult. But it's just going to revolt on me otherwise. So what I can do is state it right up. That way I can smack down the edict on it. And It'll take some time, but it'll get done. Haha! I've got you now, scum. Alright, so I want this done, and I want this done well. I'd also love to get some age objectives done, but that's not happening anytime soon. Whew. Shirvan are claiming me. I feel like they're going to want to doom me very soon. But thankfully that trans-ox relationship keeps them out of that coalition. Ajam and Uzbek. Uzbek I might be able to get out. I should have been focusing on that. It's not impossible. Ajam are pretty impossible though. They hate my guts. And I should be keeping you very sweet. Oh man, he just keeps coming back for more. Be gone, scum. At least he helps the siege here. Blasting the walls down would help immensely as well. I'm not sure if I want to invest 50 millpower in that though. I mean, 50 millpower, that's quite the way towards an idea. Yeah, what the hell, I gotta win this war. Oh, bollocks. What an almost waste. Because my army's just gonna get eradicated by these guys. I can skedaddle in time. There's that. Shadow isn't even that fast. Grand Jester, on the other hand, is pretty damn fast. So, so long, friend. Alright, truce is over with Trans-Ox, but thankfully they want nothing to do with the coalition. Mushasha. Sorry, Ajan is considering attacking Mushasha. That is extremely useful to know. Ajam fighting Mushasha. Mushasha is allied with a lot of people. That means I fight Shirvan, Afghanistan, Mazandaran. And I will be only too willing to give those people military access around here. How am I on the absolutism front? Very low, which means I can kind of happily get rid of that war exhaustion. I have a little bit of leeway with you as well, which is kind of good. I want you out of this. You know that. Might be an idea to actually make my move on BAM and take this over, since this is what I want, and I think the Ottomans are gunning for the Omani capital like I told them to. This is also good. Ethiopia don't want to still be in this war. Jeez, there's so many of them. And there's so not many of me. I need that BAM fortification though, or else this isn't going to go anywhere. There are so many of them. So how's that manufactory spreading for me? Very nicely, actually, especially in these good provinces. Tabritz, the capital, some of these ones. A lot of my land just doesn't have them, but I was in a tight situation for a long time, so I can be satisfied with this. I want that BAM fort, even if this is dangerous for me. Because not having it is preventing a lot of stuff here. Alright, so there we go. I think a jam declared war, which means a jam is at war with a lot of people who I am only too happy to. Well, let me consider this. Let's get the bigger picture here. A jam is at war with Afghanistan and a bunch of other people. Mushasha, on the other hand, it's looking like this. Do I want a jam to eat up this land? Yes or no? A jam is allied with Ak Kayunlu. I will be fighting Ak Kayunlu. Mushasha is allied with Shirvan. I may or may not be fighting Shirvan. So maybe I do want a jam to win here. But maybe these people have conditional access through me anyway. They do not. Alright, forget all you guys for now. Let's see if a jam can pull this one through. Ah, snap it. Ottoman's already embracing manufactories, because of course they are. Come one, come all, you all get slaughtered. I want this fort quickly though. Let's make our move. Tabriz is fine, that's a good fort of mine. How do the MP reserves of everyone involved look? Well, I can't tell their manpower from here, but I know that the Ottomans are getting tired. Their military strength is hurting. So I really want to grab Bam off of Oman. I'd be even happier if I got their capital province, which looks like it would be easy to take since I have 10 cannons. So I'll probably, hopefully, take this in a hurry. Alright, the Ottomans did not fully conquer Bosnia. That's one of the best outcomes here. Which means he's still going to keep his mission. He should have more troops to dedicate over here though. But the moment he looks low on war enthusiasm, I've got to end this war. So I need to get Bam, and I want to get Oman's capital province. That's the dream, and I'm keeping the dream alive. This isn't a bad decision yet. So Oman want white peace, which is kind of good for me. Ah, crap, they want to attack me. I'm unlikely to get this one done in time, but I can try. Ha! Unlikely is just likely enough. I can take this off of Oman. The question is, do I want to push for more? I know about the coalitions, that's all fun and games. I don't want to lose my army. Oh, but he stopped gunning me down here. He may well change his mind, but I would love to take his capital. That would make him more likely to piece me out. I wonder if ongoing battles is a thing here, though. Yeah, ongoing battles is a -6, and it's a battle we are likely to win. Yeah, that'll allow us to take more. Hell, slaughtering more of his army would be good on that front as well. Especially if he's moving away. Don't change your mind now, friendo. Okay, of course he has his army there, so I'm not gonna get on that in a hurry. However, he doesn't want to be here. What? Well, when you're this good, you just conquer lands by being at war with them. Sadly, I can't conquer any of this for now. But what if I had a coast here? That probably still wouldn't be enough, but that's interesting. We have its capital, and a lot of war score on Malacca. At the very least, I'd want his war reparations, because that's kind of cool. Damn, I want more out of a man, but this might be enough. Do any of his... No, he's only allied with Ethiopia, and that is useful to me, because Ottomans will want Ethiopian land forever. I could be satisfied with this, because there's a reason I'm going here. and that is these provinces right here. I want Fars on the map as my subject, because I can force them to be Sunni, and then I'm going to have them as another conversion machine. Because I don't trust Iraq. Iraq's pretty good because he belongs to this culture group, but positionally I'm scared